Well, it looks like I'm stuck playing Advance Wars Days of Ruin for just a little while longer, thanks to recent announcements, shall we say. So I guess it's time that I just get into the trial maps, because I said I was going to get into these. So something I never noticed before is that when you clear the final mission, the map screen actually gets brighter because the sun is out now. I've been playing the completed save on my cartridge for so long that I kind of just accepted the brighter map as the default. So that's really interesting. So trial maps. These are not exactly the same as the War Room maps from the previous games, but they are single-player challenges. So you don't get to pick your CO in any of these, which I think is really missing the mark of what War Room is supposed to be about. But anyways, a lot of these are not good. There are some good ones here, but a lot of them are either too tiny and don't last too long. Some of them are broken, and some of them are really big and lengthy, like this one. Tata River was originally a Versus map, and it also comes from Super Famicom Wars, so recycling it into a single-player map is really lazy in my opinion. And a lot of these are tiny, like this one. Coast Assault. Let's start here. You don't have to do these in any particular order. Although I do wonder how to select the mission with the touchscreen. Hello? I'm clicking it. Fine, I'll push the button on the controller. Okay. So you also don't get COs at all in this particular map. A lot of the early trial maps just have no COs. But there are maps with COs, so at least you'll be able to like use powers and stuff there. So for this map, you can kind of see what the point of it is. You've got a large force and a first turn advantage, so you just gotta blow all of these enemies out and get to that HQ. The obvious worry is the anti-air here, so I'm gonna keep the air units out of its way at the start. Just kind of level them up a little bit. Use these early kills to get some levels, and you also want to watch the rockets too, because they can hit your battleship. So let's go and see. The anti-air can't reach over here, so I'm just gonna do this. 1 HP. How nice. And well, if I shoot the rocket first, then I'll probably be okay. Load units here, and yeah, I'm just probably gonna load up and then drop everybody on the left side. Probably a decent strategy. The rocket won't be able to do too much damage, and I should get repaired by the temporary port. No reason to land anything quite yet, so let's just let the enemy have their turn. And I was right, the battleship's gonna be... Oh, I don't have any money in this chapter. That's another thing. Chapter. This is a trial map. I don't have any money in this map because these don't provide income. Well, gee. Well, at least I can get rid of... Well, this doesn't really get rid of the anti-air, but at least it can't really do anything now. And I could finish it off with the battleship, I guess. The HQ is over on this side, isn't it? Do they even have an HQ? Ah, yeah, there it is. So yeah, I'll let the tank sit there, and I'll try to clear away this side now. Everyone's crowded on the left, so I guess it's time to change tactics and land on the right. And if you can form a wall with your air units, I actually want to go here, because I can form a wall with the air units now. They can't get around it unless they go through this beach, and I could land units straight away if I wanted to. There's nothing stopping me. This rocket is... The rocket is kind of in the way, but if I drop like this, then it's fine. I kind of have to dance around a little bit because I want to free up a spot for the infantry to get onto the lander. So for these videos, I think I'm just gonna like turn the game on and record for a little while, and then you know, whatever map I decide to play is whatever map I decide to play. Lander goes here. And I do want to, I think I do want to actually deal with the other rocket eventually. So let's go here and fire at it. Just to get its health down slightly. And, no, I want to be here. Thank you. So I can load the infantry in. Start capturing. Oh, the artillery can actually hit the battleship now. I didn't notice. Well, this map is so tiny that I might be kind of losing my edge a little bit. And now it's time to focus on getting as many one-hit kills as possible, because that's how the power score works in this game. It wants you to get a lot of one-hit kills. But I think I'm set now. Oh, I could get money by joining. That's how I can get some money for repairs. That's interesting. You know, that is a very interesting thing you can do in this game, joining to get some money when you otherwise would not have any. It's something that maybe future puzzle maps should try out, if they decide to make puzzle maps, that is. So yeah, this map is more of a puzzle than like a really big challenge or something like that. So, blow these up, and can I get rid of this rocket? And I don't imagine technique will be very good, but let's see what we've got. It's an S rank, of course. I honestly think the scoring system in this game is way too lenient. Like, I've got an S rank on my cartridge where I took 60 turns to complete the map. Maybe I'll unlock that particular map at some point. Clearing that one did not unlock anything. So, instead I'll go over to a map where this map is completely broken. It's very easy to figure out what you're supposed to do here. Why not press the button on the controller? Jeez. So you actually do have COs in this map. You have Will. And, let's see if I remember the strat for the perfect S rank. I don't think I will remember. I said Will. Funny. The enemy CO is Lynn. I honestly don't think the COs are utilized all that well in this game. But I can complain more about that later. So, as you can see, the HQ is in a very vulnerable position, and the AI sees no reason to try and defend their own HQ. Like, I could go for a one-shot on this infantry, but I think I will start capturing. And, none of the other infantry could... Well, two of the infantry could maybe hit me, but we'll see. I think that's all the bikes I need, actually. Yes, so everything except... Like, if this infantry had moved first, they could have gotten 2 attacks on me, but it's not... It really wouldn't have mattered that much. I don't even think I need to join to get my HP back. So, let's just do this, and, this probably doesn't look like a perfect S rank, but we'll see. See, again, the unit move order is actually more important than the AI seems to think it is. So... I'm actually not going to be able to destroy any units, so I think I'll just capture. This is probably going to be a flat 300. Oh, I got some power, but as you can see, very easy 300 point S rank. And that's another flaw in the scoring system. For broken maps like that, like, even if you don't attack anything, you can still get 150 speed and 150 technique. Of course, that doesn't work with all maps, but here's a map where it does work. I'm actually going to play this one too. Extreme Edge. And you've got Lynn in a Fog of War map, so that's a good thing, but, let's see, what do I want to do here? It's actually a very easy clear, but you want to be a little bit careful, so I think getting just one mech is the way to start. And the enemy is Wayland. That's not going to matter much. I don't think I need to seal the mech, so, it wouldn't have mattered if I had gotten, like, a simple infantry or anything. So you can imagine what the strategy for this is probably going to be. Just waltz right over the HQ and capture it. The fact that the AI no longer cheats in Fog of War is actually going to be a bit of a detriment to them. Because without the ability to see all of your units, they aren't going to be able to notice a sneak HQ capture like this. And loading Lynn into that copter was probably not the best idea, but whatever. Oh, I could one-shot this T-copter, actually. And it's a guarantee instead of being only kind of guaranteed. So I don't think I want to drop immediately. I still can't see everything. So let's see what his airport's got. Oh, I can't see it. I forgot. The properties hide units. But I don't think he has enough money for just about any of the units that he would like to build. So this is a bit of a risk, because I might get ambushed. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Why is there an infantry on the HQ? So strange. But no matter. Whatever damage it decides to do, it's probably not going to be that much. Yeah, I'll settle for a 3-turn HQ capture instead of a 2-turn. It's fine. Go here, and... yeah, this could take a little while, because the infantry getting damaged was not part of the plan, but you can still see how this would work. Like, maybe if I had gotten a second B-copter, this would not be taking as long. Yeah, this is gonna take a little bit longer, for sure now. Unless they decide to, like, just... okay, so they're not, yeah, now I have to actually be careful. To actually play weird. Trust me, though, I'm going to do this. I don't think Wayland can do anything. Just have to wait one more turn. The fact that I am... thanks, Wayland. Okay. Let's do that more properly, shall we? Because I swear this is very easy. You just can't start with a T-copter, unfortunately. Maybe I should be starting with a T-copter, I don't know. I'm gonna start with a B-copter, actually. And I'm not gonna CO it this time. Maybe clearing the path and securing the route is just a little bit more important than whatever I was trying to do last time. Okay, I don't have any money, so, oh, I need you to get out of the way. Of course, the one shot is no longer guaranteed. So here... see what they decide to. I've been ambushed. That's okay. At least it will take a while for him to actually build the B-copter. Maybe go here and attack. That's fine, I think. I would like the mech to be in a position where it can't be attacked, but I don't think that's really possible. There's going to be something no matter what. So just drop it on the HQ. And hey, they're actually going for my HQ. I should have CO'd the copter first. I don't know why I did that. Wow, it's amazing how losing just one time can cause you to just lose your mind. Alright, so we do get to KO this thing. Do some damage over here too. And now we will get that 2-turn capture. This is probably not going to be a perfect 450, but whatever. Okay, let's see how we did. So yes, you can see that this map is broken. It just took a second attempt because I was a little bit silly on that first attempt. $3.99, I will settle for that. It's not like you can do any better on speed. Because, like, the thing about having a 450 maximum score system is that a perfect 450 becomes impossible on some maps. Alright, so moving on. I think I've got time for one more. This one's pretty short, so I'll do it too. V for Victory. It's a multi-way map. And you play as Isabella. So actually, we can take a look at Isabella's stats. So, as you can see, she has a CO zone of 2. She boosts all units, and they get a small attack and defense boost. Not as big as Will's, but you can see that her CO power is very much, like, it's basically Gage and Will's powers at the same time, which a lot of people consider overpowered at the time of this game's release. They actually had a gentleman's agreement not to use Isabella, so that's a bit silly. So even though this map has COs, it's actually a battle between all of the Calder clones, because Penny's controlling yellow and Tabitha's controlling blue. You can't quite tell that because you can't see the top screen. Let's see here. You can imagine what the idea is here. You just use the medium tanks to make choke points. And on the next turn, I will have 2,000. I don't really imagine what. I guess I'll CO one of the mechs. I need to CO something because that'll give me an advantage. I don't think the computer COs their units in this map because they just don't have the money for it. Mr. Bear says we're gonna win! Unfortunately, Mr. Bear is incorrect this time. So the mechs are the most dangerous because they can go on these mountain tiles. I don't think attacking the mech like that is safe, so I'm not gonna do that for now. And using your own mechs is also important. Oh, I could actually bring a tank in and attack this mech, and I think that would be relatively okay. Yeah, let's go with it. That's fine, I think. It'll take a while for the CO unit to get there, but eventually it will. I'll have the CO unit go on the left side. Oh yeah, this is also your first time hearing Isabella's theme. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, I actually remember writing lyrics to this theme as a kid. They were probably really cringe. I can't believe I just said that word. Alright. Yeah, now the artillery is getting a boost from the mechs, so that's a good thing. I have to be careful about this, because now I should probably retreat and get some of my HP back. So I think this is safe. And over here, these guys should be fine, I think. Get this out of the way. I'll probably join the medium tanks, come to think of it. So that should be fine. Like, this isn't a free clear, but it is fairly simple. That looks okay. The infantry can't really do anything, so I think I'll just have the medium tank sit here. And over here, I need these guys to get out of there. That'll be alright. Now, there's just not much to say here. I've got a veteran mech. That's interesting. That recon is trying to get its health back. We cannot have that. Do I have CO power? No, not yet. I've got expanded zone. I guess this tank is going to go over to the left now in order to finish off the recon. Those guys are definitely getting quite damaged now. I'm going to try and get the CO boost to them as quickly as possible. This has actually been a no casualties run so far, which is very amusing. Alright, time to start using joining. I'm probably going to lose that tank, so it's not going to be a no casualties clear for much longer. Oh no, the AI was just not as smart as I thought they'd be. You know, I've been saying that the AI is smart in this game, but I guess that was a bit of a... I guess I was overselling it a little bit, because there are still ways to manipulate them. There are strategies online for manipulating the AI in these maps so that you get more consistent, perfect scores, but they rely on, like, abusing luck. So, like, that's a lot of saving and reloading you'd have to do. But anyways, that's that map out of the way. What's the score? I know it's an S rank, but I would like to see... Well, it's not over 400. I think 400 is a good goal for most maps, but it's really hard to get up there for some maps. I think this unlocks some more maps. There are definitely maps that I want to get to, so if I... Well, actually, this is one of the ones I wanted to show. This one is broken, too. Intricate map, it's called. You play as Tasha, but, yeah, this is Tasha versus Grayfield, and we have ports. I don't know why you're making me play Tasha in a Navy map, but you actually don't need the Navy at all. All you need is a CO'd mech. Observe. Because you can go through these mountains and go straight to the HQ. I have no idea why they designed the map this way. Because, like, they've got to be testing for these easy, like, map breaks, I guess. This is such a basic strategy. I wonder what the speed score will be, because there's no way they didn't know this was a possibility. Alright, so that's all the mechs you need. Now it's time for an anti-air, because we need to destroy something for power. Excuse me. I don't even think I needed the third mech. He sure got a lot of money, though. Will he buy a battleship? Oh yeah, I definitely needed that. Oh, no, maybe not. As long as this mech doesn't get knocked down to 5 HP or less, you can forego one of the mechs that I've built. Again, building as little as possible is actually very good for technique. You don't want to spam infantry like in the earlier Wars games. I would love to one-shot that bike. That would be better for power. But there we go. Easiest clear in the game, am I right? Oh, that's just shy of perfect power, but... That's just shy of a perfect score, but 444, I think I like having my score be, like, triple fours instead. What could I have done to get those last 6 points, though? Alright, Star Islands is another broken map, and Ground Clash is kind of better, but let's take on Star Islands now. Because this is a penny map, and you're in the rain. So all of your units are going to be immune to the weather, whether you have penny deployed or not. So this time, Mr. Bear is right when he says we're going to win, because this map is also broken. And we're up against Grayfield. You know, all of this reminds me of a series of maps made by Marine. I may have mentioned him, the guy who made the Situation Room maps. He always had this little conversation between the COs in each of his maps. Like, alongside the image, there would be a funny bit of dialogue. And, like, they really should have done that for this game, because since you can't pick the COs, like, or even if you could pick the COs, there are so few of them that you could write dialogue for all of the COs if you wanted to. Alright, so one of these infantry is going to head straight for the HQ, because, again, it's completely unguarded and very easy to get to. But the AI will actually see the strategy coming, and they can actually... Grayfield has enough money that he can capture your HQ before you capture his. So... I'm going to CO this copter. I'm probably not going to get another copter, because... I wouldn't have enough money anyway, so COing it was the right move. It's kind of unfortunate that I don't think the lowered vision from the rain affects the AI in this map. Like, by which I mean it doesn't really make a difference. Like, you don't even have to, like, hide any of your units. You can just go for the straight HQ capture, and it completely defeats the entire purpose of the map. And while I would love to try playing the map normally, it would feel like I'm handicapping myself because, like, if you can do this kind of strategy, then nothing should stop you from doing it. I should have maybe tried to find a way to hit the T-copter. But that's fine. So yes, I don't think he can do anything. Like, there's nothing he can do now. He doesn't have any copters deployed, I think. So, maybe something will fly into my range. Or nothing has flown into my range. Maybe I could have gotten another unit to do some scouting, but that's okay. Like, find a target for the B-copter. Another S rank and over 400 points. See, the speed is not 150, so they definitely don't they expect you to do it fairly quickly. So, like, if the expected speed is the 100 point speed, then I'll try and figure out what I'm saying another time. Basically, like, it's impossible to get 150 speed there. That was as fast as it could have gone. And Clear Island, there is, oh, did this unlock? Oh, good. I can get to this map. So, I know this map has an AI manipulation in it that lets you clear it in 6 turns, but this one, this is a classic. I have a video on my channel of this map, and I guess I'll just repeat the strategy one more time for your benefit, because we're playing as Tabitha, and this is the easiest clear in the history of Advance Wars. This is why Tabitha is busted. Okay, not that busted, but this is a funny Tabitha map. See, what you do is you CO a bike, and then I have enough money for an anti-air, so get 1 anti-air, and then you just you kind of just go over to the HQ. And she's not gonna Tasha's not gonna stop you. And I know there's a tank there, but watch what happens. Tank tries to go for the bike, and with the HQ defense and Tabitha's skyrocketed defense because it's her CO unit, it only does 3 damage. So I can capture again, and I'm gonna be careful here because there's an artillery there now. What do I do? I'll wait until next turn. Like, this is probably not gonna... Wow! The computer has done it again. They have, Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen, because I've done this dozens and dozens of times. I should not be failing this bad. So what you want to do is, you get a bike, you CO that bike, and then you build an anti-air. I'm going to try the same thing again. I guess this is an example of why luck is important sometimes. And then you just go straight for the HQ. This time I'm getting a second anti-air. This will probably ruin my technique score, but whatever. You capture. Let's not attack. Just in case. The tank is only going to do 3 damage because of the very high defense. And good, she built a tank this time. This time she's not winning. Okay, that was a one-shot, so I'm going to avoid attacking with anything else. Just go on the city. And Tabitha. That's what I call it, Tabitha. I wonder what the score is. It's, oh, it's a perfect score! Well, there you go. That's how you get 450 on Cat Island. The weak disgust me. It's kind of interesting that you would play as Tabitha on Cat Island, because there is such a cat as a tabby cat, I think. Anyways, that's actually one of the only Tabitha maps in all of the trial maps. Oh, and here's Land's End, which is a War Room classic. Alright, so I've been playing for 30 minutes. I think I will stop there, and maybe I will do another session next time, because there are a couple of maps with some interesting clears. But until next time, everybody, I'm my friend 225, and I'm going to try and keep my head on straight while everything blows up around me, honestly. It hasn't been a good week. Anyway, see you later. Bye.